celebration, Senior Day. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start. On the didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Alabama's offense time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The gift you really what this defense is about, it's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Red Wolves offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed.
Down goes the quarterback. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quick.
He's off to the races. The 20. And he just kept running, and he take it in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Line gets set, first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Working the middle, it's complete. And here's a quick throw out to the left.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used.
And he breaks into the open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red line. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They torched this defensive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Yeah, a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's his set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your 1st sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Jaguars will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Moss. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Sweet feet on the move. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're
going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Alabama.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Moss. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
First down here for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback on the keeper. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll toss it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The deficit here is, and the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Moss. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Red stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. To the air. It's Pope. He's got his man. At the 45 on his way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me.
Lets it fly.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Barry. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking up.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think Getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Caught near the sticks. It's Harper. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a...
And they got him for the sack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This is the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The Jaguars send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what?
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Red Wolves want to move quickly. Give to the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They go to the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. They'll leave it with the lone back. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Slips a tackle. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Toss to the outside. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Dropping back, it's Moss. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Harper. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. He lets one fly deep. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And a nice, solid pickup. Wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. He is... Stop. Short of the goal line, pushed his way to the one and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice.
Touchdown, Jaguars! They've got the lead here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turn. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Alabama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about going over the top? It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to box that timeout later. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try it over the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. To the air, it's Moss. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a